Hello. I'm out here with Benjamin. We're at Troy, Michigan, Firefighters Park. Was that two? Was that two? Three skips. Three skips. We're at the Rouge River. We're on the Rouge River, the headwaters of the Rouge River in Troy, Michigan, Firefighters Park. So the reason we're at the same location, I filmed a short video last year or before then, and it is because they spent $1 million. $1 million widening this river. And when I first went here, they cut down all the trees. They cut down all the trees on this side of the riverbank, and they spent $1 million in research. And they're half done. And as far as a project to remove invasive species from a riverbank, there are no species on this riverbank. Look how they use these root balls. They've used root balls along the riverbanks. But the idea is that prior to this being installed, it was like a straight drain without any curves. I mean, I'm probably destroying their grass, gotta be honest here. But now the idea is that it can flood. RIP. Where's the next golf hole?
Live.
Where's the next golf hole?
This was 18 right here. 18 went from like that bench. You'd have to throw over this bridge. And the 18th pin was like right over here.
But like you couldn't see through this.
This was straight. You can see how this used to be straight, where they filled all that in.
But this was completely like grown in. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
this used to have a bunch of I mean, even that's pretty cleared out. I think they did a good job. You know what I mean? Like it'll take a long ass time because they cut down big trees, but it'll take a long ass time because this course is known for having big, good trees. Well, that's the idea. Any trail builders in the comments? Because that's honestly why I love this stuff. Is it's a lot of anti-erosion work. It's pretty similar to trail building, but like no one can do this type of work except for the government. Because like completely gutting up a river, like cutting down all the trees on a riverbank, re-gutting the riverbank. Do we have a hole or what? Is there a basket up? Fuck yeah. Oh my god, there's a red basket. This whole park is closed. There's no golf benches. Hola, like and sub. Welcome. Fears of Joy Roblox. The youth here. So we're at a park and I'm live streaming it because the government put, where am I? I am in Troy, Michigan. We're in a park called Firefighters Park, and the government used $1 million of federal money just for the research into like how to environmentally, change this river. And so they cut down all trees on the riverbank, and I was confused why. And now it's like 1 year later, and there's a bunch of root balls along the river, a bunch of rocks. It's very artificial, but the idea is that instead of when the river floods, it'll come up to here. And so when the river's at low water, it can be where it is. And then when the river's higher, it'll flood correctly. But they really spent $1 million without touching anything. They spent $1 million in just research. Here's how we should do this. And now they're finally putting the work in. Eventually we'll get the bill on how much money it's costing. Like once they're fucking done. I shouldn't be swearing. But, if you put $1 million into research, and then you cut down all the native trees on a riverbank, I think they're doing an okay job. Ecologically, I did like trail building and rock work. But it's the type of thing where they didn't need to solve this problem. They didn't need to cut down a bunch of trees in this park. And if you were to put $1 million or more than $1 million into the Rouge River, there are way worse places. There are way worse places in the Rouge River that could use that money. There's lots of Detroit where the Rouge River is just completely cement. It's just completely concreted up. It's completely concreted up. And I mean, it's like a wasteland. The Rouge River is destroyed on a lot of parts of it. And so to come up into the rich area of Troy, put $1 million into research, however many millions into actually doing the project. Troy has expensive houses, and so they have a tax base that's worth it. They're not using local or state money, but it's federal money. But like the federal government's shut down. This project has already happened. There's no one out here working. But it's just like the way the government works on grants. There are people, and their whole profession is to get grants, to write grants, and to get money from those grants. And their pay, their bonuses, it's all based on how many grants they write, how many grants get accepted. This is some beautiful green grass for the fall. Hello, Mongrel ACB. Horror games, gotta be honest here, folks. Team Fortress 2 is the game of choice, the autism simulator. I do play other like simulator games. All right, it's beautifully green. It's gorgeous for fall. Well, right? Because that's what like a floodplain should be like this. Whoa, catcher. Nice. Have you heard that like Ohio, it used to be filled with like mammoths and large mammal species, and it was all grassland with tall trees, and they would just roam around and just eat the grass, and that's what the biome would be, all of Ohio. Right, this is gorgeous grass. Big fan of grass. That's exactly why you go disc golf. It's like, oh man, look at this. Big grass fan. People spend money to go real golfing just to enjoy that grass. Oh, thank goodness. Yeah, so this is how the park would look. And it was just a riverbank like that, where it was a deep ditch. And they cut down all the trees on the side of the river. And they made it, instead of a deep ditch, they made it a wide ditch. But that's over there. Anyway, we're playing golf now. The video's mostly over. I just wanted to film the live to get the live commentary, and I'll hopefully pull the audio later. Thank you guys for coming in. I'll have to flip. Thank you to the youth that use the internet, the youth that are in school. All right. We're ending it.